Alright, what is up everybody? Back today with another video, and I've got an unboxing for you today. A cool little knife from a newer company, but they are pretty popular. After handling this knife, I see why. So obviously this is Tactile Knife Co., and they are out of Texas. And on their website it says, a machine shop that perfected pens and started making knives. And some of the details on this knife, you can definitely tell that machine shop vibe. So yeah, you see down here, proudly designed, machined, and assembled in Texas. There's their website. Everybody loves Texas, right? So there's the pricing. All right. So let's get right into it. Nice packaging here, and you do get, there's that, and you get a handwritten authenticity card, which is always nice. Always appreciate when they do that. So let's get right into the knife here. Nice foam packaging here, very simple, I like it. And here is the knife. So you see those lines machined in there, and that's kind of their signature, I would say. Most, if not all, of their pens have this, machined in design. Let's see if you can hear it. So you get full titanium scales here, titanium backspacer. It is a steel pocket clip. I have disassembled this knife. It is a full titanium pivot, as well as titanium hardware, and it screws in instead of into the titanium. It looked to me like there was a steel insert of the threads that these screw into, which is very nice. Let's get a nice deployment. Ooh, that's satisfying. For such a little knife and to be a liner lock, this knife makes some good sounds. You can see my action there is pretty nice. One downside though I want to talk about real quick, which you can see in there, you can see that kind of like a small hole there, and it's part of the liner, and right there should be a screw, but mine is missing the screw that holds the liner lock to the titanium scale. And I emailed Tactile Knife about that on Thursday. I also messaged them on Instagram. And today's Sunday, and I have not heard anything back, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. But if I don't hear anything through next week, won't be looking great for them. So these knives sold out for a while, but they're pretty much in stock everywhere now. DLT, River's Edge, a lot of places that carry them have kept them in stock now. And I almost bought this knife a couple times, and I just ended up grabbing something else. But now that I have bought it, I am really digging this thing. You can see the action there. For such a small knife, and it is running on bearings. So this is the version 2, kind of version 2. The first version was a flipper, had a flipper tab here, but it had loose bearings. So instead of being in a little cage, like your bearings are, they were literally loose. So, knife had good action, but, loose bearings, not the best, especially with higher end knives. Us knife nuts love to disassemble our stuff, see how it works. That's half the fun for most of us. But anyways, so on this one, it is caged bearings. Nice, simple drop point, very good looking blade, stone wash finish. Now this one is in Magna Cut, my first Magna Cut knife, and 2022 here seems to be the year of Magna Cut. It kind of exploded onto the scene, and now pretty much every maker has a Magna Cut knife. Any maker that switches up steels or anything like that, or comes out with a new model, everybody's making Magna Cut. And the way I've seen Magna Cut described is pretty much 4V but stainless. So it's extremely tough, and it has good edge retention, but not amazing edge retention, but it is a very tough steel. which would be good for like a camp knife or, you know, something like this. That's going to be doing some hard work. So it doesn't make a ton of sense in a small EDC knife, but I don't really use my knives to where it's going to be an issue either way. So it doesn't bother me. I just wanted to check out MagnaCut, and it happened to be a MagnaCut, so that was a bonus for me. So size-wise, this knife is a very nice EDC size. Even though it's a little bit smaller, I can still get a full 4-finger grip, and I can even grip down here in the kind of finger choil area and still get all 4 fingers on there. You get some jimping here along the spine, right where you'd want it. Does great there. Let's do a quick cut test, sharpness test, I'm sorry. See what we're working with. Oh yeah, nice and sharp. Yep, it'll cut patterns. So super sharp from the factory. Definitely dig that. And it's just a good looking knife. Now back to the action. Like I said, I did disassemble this. There was a ridiculous amount of Loctite in the pivot. I cleaned all that out, put a reasonable amount, and then reassembled it and kind of tuned it here to get it right where I want it. And deployment, fantastic. You get a nice guillotine to the thumb, and just, you know, 1 medium shake will get it, or 2 light shakes. Reverse flick. Oh yeah. I tell you what, the sound this little knife makes is fantastic. And it just launches out. Super satisfying action. If you're a fidgeter, if you really like fidgeting with your knives, I definitely think you would like this one. The detent is set up very, very nice there. And on these thumb studs, a lot of things people don't show is the machining on the actual thumb studs. Let me pull the light in here. So you see that? It kind of makes them look angled. But that's a small touch, and that's what I was talking about. You can tell they've got that machine shop mindset. Just the little things like that. And like the pocket clip, it's machined into this back spacer, and it's a very solid fit. And even when I was talking about missing that screw in there, it probably would never even be an issue, because that liner is press fit in there pretty well, it seems, and I don't think it would pop out, but I'd still like to get the screw just to make sure, you know what I mean? You know, it's definitely a QC issue, and I've seen a couple QC issues, not gonna lie. One guy, what was his name? I can't remember his name, but he unboxed this knife on camera, and on the first flick, his detent ball popped out. So, you know, they've got some small issues here and there, and with a newer company selling out like they were, trying to produce these knives absolutely as fast as they can, I guess you're going to have some issues. I'd rather them slow down a little bit and take a little longer to make sure you're putting out a good quality product, which this is, but, you know, everybody has their hiccups, and maybe that screw was in there and it fell out. I doubt that, because I noticed it the same day I got it, and I hadn't played with it much. So I really doubt it just fell out. I'm thinking it just wasn't put in there. But we'll see. I'll leave in the description or comments if they got back to me. If not, not great. I did buy this from River's Edge, so if I don't hear from them soon, I'll just contact River's Edge. And I'm sure they'll take care of me. I really want to have them look on some of their other stock to see if that screw is there or not. But yeah, on this, you know, some people say it's not a drop shut knife. If you clean it and tune it right, it absolutely is a good action knife. It's never going to be fully drop shut, but I mean, that's pretty dang good for what you're getting here, in my opinion. But yeah, I really love this little thing. I found myself sitting here playing with it a lot, and that noise it makes, oh man, when you get a good deployment here, so satisfying. So a super solid offering from Tactile Knife Co. I really, really like this knife. Price point for an American-made knife, I think you're all right, you know, and people say sometimes like, oh, this knife costs $300, but if it was $280, I'd be all over it. It's like, dude, $20, you know, whatever. If it was $250, you know, it'd be great, but it's not. It's $300, and I paid it, and I'm happy for it. I actually had $50 in points from River's Edge Cutlery, so definitely happy with it. But yeah, this is a great little knife, super fun fidget knife, and I was kind of on the fence, but once I got it, I was like, yep, it's absolutely a keeper. See that action just keeps getting better. So yeah, quick size comparisons. I'll lay these down and then pick the camera up. Let's see what else. We'll do a PM2 and on an impulse. Okay. So there you go. There's the Sharp by Design Mini Tempest, new Chavez Liberation Street. As you can see, quite a bit smaller. Let's move in a Vero Neuron. Let's see what we got there. So quite a bit bigger than the Neuron. Let's do a PM2. All right, obviously PM2 is huge, and then let's do a PM3, and we'll call that. So similar to the PM3, let's get one from down here. Okay, really close to the PM3 in length. Obviously all the other, you know, sizes are way off there, but very good size overall though. Super good EDC knife. This pocket clip retention for me was perfect. Goes in and out of the pocket really well, even with basketball shorts. And I love the look of the pocket clip as well. So overall, Tactile Knife Co. is absolutely killing it. Can't wait to see what else they bring out. If they keep this up, they're going to be all over it. So, go ahead and wrap this one up. Guys, please like the video. Feel free to subscribe for more knife more knife content coming. I've got a Brian Brown Jaeger and EDC Foundry natural micarta Jaeger on the way. We'll see when it gets here. I was really liking it, then I ordered it, and I was like, I don't know if I love that natural micarta. It was a little late, huh? But we'll see once it gets here. So excited to get that. If anything, I'll sell it and just get a plain Jane Jaeger. But there we go, guys. Appreciate y'all watching. Hope you enjoyed the knife. Go pick one up. Check out DLT or River's Edge Cutlery. And have yourself a great day.